When we knit a stitch using a classic knitting style, we insert the tip of the right needle into that stitch from left to right, like this. And this is why this way of getting into a stitch is called knitwise. So when a pattern tells us to slip one stitch knitwise, that's exactly what we do. We go into the stitch from left to right, then we take the left needle out of that stitch, leaving it on the right needle. And we can do it with the yarn at the back of the work, just as we did right now, or we can do it with the yarn at the front of the work. When we need to do that, we bring the yarn to the front first, and then we insert the tip of the right needle into the stitch from left to right, like this. Ease the left needle out, leaving the stitch on the right needle. As you see, this process is the same no matter whether the stitch is a knit or a purl. Another thing that is also the same regardless of the type of the stitch is the fact that by slipping it knitwise, we twist the stitch. We change the way that how it sits on the needle. And in some cases we need that twist, but in most cases we don't. And that's when we slip stitches purlwise. So we insert the tip of the right needle into the stitch the same way as we do when we purl a stitch, from right to left, like this. Then we take the left needle out, leaving the stitch on the right needle without twisting it. So the stitch is exactly the same as it was on the left needle, unlike this stitch that we slipped knitwise, and you can tell that it sits in a slightly different way. It has a different slant on the needle. Again, slipping purlwise, we can do it with the yarn at the back of the work, and we can do it with the yarn at the front of the work. So we bring the yarn to the front and then go into the stitch. No matter whether it's a knit or a purl, we go the same way. We go from right to left. Slipping purlwise is much more common than slipping knitwise. In fact, it is so common that when a pattern tells you simply to slip one stitch without specifying how exactly we're going to do that, we know that we're going to slip the stitch purlwise with the yarn at the back of the work. If you find this tutorial helpful, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to be notified every time I publish a new video. Happy knitting, my friend. I'll talk to you in the next tutorial.